Coming up on MHS1.
We learn about a man's relationship with his Jeep.
We meet a celebrity who visited town.
And we say farewell to a member of the MHS family.
And that's all coming up on MHS1.
Good morning, McKinney High School. Today is Friday, June 1st. I'm Nick Limbo.
And I'm Lexi Villarreal, and you're watching MHS1.
There's nothing quite like the bond between a man and his favorite car. Here's Carson Gorman, Sarah Humadi, and Samantha Richards with the story.
Junior Logan Allen is known for his interest in his Jeep. Since he was little, he has always shown a passion for cars, and he now uses his passion to help others.
I mean, I really do like my car. I got my car when I was 15 as an early birthday gift for my 16th birthday. Make a long story short, the only thing factory left on this car is the horn. Everything else has been changed in some shape. Paint, wheels, suspension, motor, just everything's been changed.
He has found an organization that allows him to share this enthusiasm with others.
I consider other Jeep owners, it's like, when I joined the North Texas Jeep organization, it was almost like a second family. Everyone's there to help. They share a common interest, and if you ever need anything, they're there to help. It is an organization, it's based all over the state. There are different districts depending on which county you live in. And it's just a giant group of people. There are over 100,000 people in it that they do salvage missions, they do storm relief, natural disaster relief, and charity runs.
Logan Allen continues to make his mark in McKinney. This has been Carson Gorman, Sarah Humadi, and Samantha Richards reporting for MHS1.
A famous author has recently visited McKinney to promote his new book. Here's Mary Beth Plaster with the story.
Earlier this month, author and Pretty Little Liars star Keegan Allen came to Dallas for his Hollywood book tour. Hollywood was released April 24th and is composed of multiple pictures of Hollywood and stories from the people there. Okay, so who or what inspired you to write Hollywood, and why did you create it?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. And I was inspired by Hollywood mainly just because I grew up in that city, and so much attention is paid to Hollywood. And as a photographer and as a working actor within the city, in like the most quintessential place to be an actor, I wanted to show the city's dark side and triumphs from my perspective, but in a way that allowed everybody to read it and think for themselves with their own ideas of what it was. I think my favorite photo, there's so many photos that like stand out, but one that I really love is it's like the second photo in Life, Love, Beauty, my first book, and it's of my neighbor training his pigeons, because I remember taking that photo and recognizing that I really wanted to do it. After the light meter came, like the two arrows came together, and I saw that I was taking the picture, I was like, okay, this is gonna last forever. Yeah.
What advice would you give to high schoolers trying to pursue their passion?
I would say I know this is dumb and it's gonna sound like a PSA, but you need to absolutely believe in yourself and do the things that make you feel good, because don't do the things that you think will make you feel happy, because happiness comes from fulfillment in doing the things that make you feel good over and over again until you accomplish them. So if you choose a pathway in your career or in your life that is inspiring, surround yourself with people that are going to support you and make you feel good about what you're doing, and stay away from people that are holding you back, because that to me was one of those things in high school I wish I would have known.
This has been Mary Beth Plaster reporting for MHS1.
You know what, Lexi? It's the last MHS1. I feel like we should get all the seniors in here. Wilson, get in this.
I really appreciate that, Nick. Now here's Michelle with sports.
Thanks, Wilson. The Lions football team is being led under a new head coach next year. Garrett Morrison, Terrell Vinson, Spencer Morrow, and Chris Matthew bring us more on how Coach Shavers plans to lead the Lions to victory.
Coach Shavers, our new head football coach, is taking over for Coach Smith.
You know, I grew up
and spent my high school days at Allen High School. I moved to Allen when I was a freshman in high school. I garnered a lot of attention there as a football player. I was a parade All-American. I played in the U.S. Army All-American Bowl and had over 35 Division I scholarship offers to choose from. Once I was done playing, my college career had ended. I knew I wanted to do something and still be involved in football, so I began to look into coaching.
He began to coach all around Texas until he landed the job at High.
Because of the work that we did there, I had an opportunity to come to a great school district and a great school. And we've been here, we've been working hard to build a foundation to get McKinney High back to greatness. I knew I always wanted to live and raise my son up in this area, and to be able to coach, and not just coach, but to be a head coach of a historically, recognized program like McKinney High School, the original high school, was too good of an offer to turn down. This is a place that takes kids very seriously, and kids' experiences athletically and academically very serious, and they put resources behind that in order to do that. And so I felt like with what I brought to the table, in addition to the resources and the leadership of this district, that not only could I grow as a coach and as a person, but I can help this program get back to where it belongs, and that's among the top teams and top schools in the state of Texas to attend athletically and academically.
This has been Garrett Morrison, Terrell Vincent, Jack Vinson, and Spencer Morrow reporting for MHS1.
2 track athletes competed at the state meet at UT Austin on May 11th and 12th. AJ Johnson placed 7th overall in the 300-meter hurdles, and Worthy Uko received 7th place overall in the long jump. Congratulations, guys. The MHS1 staff and I would like to congratulate all our sports teams on endless seasons. sports this year. Now back to you.
Professionally, what makes me happy is when I can connect with kids and let them know that they're not defined merely by their academic successes. They don't have to be popular, you don't have to be an athlete, but we judge them all in this little box. And I like to just get to know the kids and have fun and let them know that there's so much more to it than these little confines that we keep them in.
Playing basketball with my school, my teammates, makes me happy. I feel excited. I always feel happy around them. I can't stop smiling.
My kids make me happy. Watching them grow makes me happy. It makes me feel like I'm doing something right. Like I'm in all this world of crazy, doing something okay.
What makes me happy are my dogs, and they make me feel happy because nobody can tell you that you're not allowed to love something.
Playing the oboe makes me happy. It makes me feel amazing just being able to spread the joy of music to people that need to hear it.
There are obviously many things about my job as a teacher that make me happy, but something that has kind of blown everything out of the water for me in terms of happiness is becoming a mom. And it's just been a happiness that I've never known before.
Look at me.
Okay, Wilson, can you believe that Mr. Bennett is leaving McKinney High this year?
No, I can't believe that either. Here's Landry Amick with the story. Thanks for everything, Mr. Bennett.
Mr. Bennett, a veteran at McKinney High School, is leaving.
Can I get down now?
There's a couple reasons why my wife and I are going to leave this area. One being is that things are just growing too quickly around us. There's just way too much cement in this area, and I need something. We both need something that's going to be a little bit more on a solitude. We're going to a place called Bayfield, Wisconsin. It is pretty much a spit from Lake Superior, so it's at the very far northern part of Wisconsin. And so I know it's a pretty big climate change, but you know what? I think I'd rather be cold than be hot.
He hopes his legacy will leave an impact.
This is my 7th year at McKinney High School. I've been in McKinney ISD for, actually this is my 16th year. So this is the longest I've actually ever been in one school district. I'm very loyal. And I feel that I wanted to have some consistency here when there's been some change around. I know that either, teachers go on to bigger and better things, either, they're going to become a head coach somewhere if they're an assistant here, or they have the opportunity to pursue something else. And I totally respect that, and I want people to do that, and I just felt like being here and being consistent, that's showing that I have loyalty to this school. I would like to see things left, I'm not saying I've been perfect. I know I haven't been. I know there is definitely room for improvement in a lot of things that I may have touched along the time, and I really hope that something that I have done, that it can be improved upon, but still the basis of what I've done has been improved. And so, things are going to change, and I get it, and people are going to do things differently, and I totally understand that. I really hope that they remember me and say, hey, he did his job, he did it well, and that's how I would like to be remembered.
I feel like he's actually really interested in the students' lives, and he makes an effort to get to know people. I'm gonna miss his personality. He's super funny. He always makes school interesting.
Mr. Bennett will take memories as he moves on to a next chapter in his life.
This was actually my first official year here after being at Scott Johnson, so I thought it was being really cool. I had a sort of a not a navy blue, but sort of a pale blue shirt on, and then I had an orange tie. And so did not think to myself that that was McKinney North colors, and our wonderful coach Deb Harris looked at me and said, "Don't ever wear that combination again." And I said, "Done." And so it was like a burnt orange, so it was like Texas, but still was too close. So I made the mistake and I never did it again. So it was that was actually really, really funny.
I'm gonna miss Mr. Bennett because he acts like he's one of us. Like, he doesn't act like he's better than all of us or whatever just because he's an AP.
I really am gonna miss the students. I've had really good relationships with students and their parents throughout the time that I've been here. You know, there's some great staff members here too that I've developed some good friendships with over the time that I've been here. But I think just seeing the students in a very you know, I've seen them in class, but seeing them at the lunchroom, seeing them at performances and games, either being part of it or being fans or spectators or whatever, and just that's one thing that I'm going to miss is just the passion that they have for McKinney High School. I think being asked to be on MHS1 for really anything, those are fun. I just, the interactions with the students either here or at, you know, an event are really fun. Those are really, I'm going to really cherish. Those are really important to me.
This has been Landry Amick, reporting for MHS1.
Sophomores work hard on their passion project in English. Here's Yasel Mateo with the story.
As long as you have an adult.
Students in English have been spending the last few weeks working on the passion project.
So the English Passion Project is just basically, it's an opportunity for every student to, I guess, dedicate an amount of time on something that they are really interested in, and something that I guess that they can kind of express to their own classmates as well, kind of show really what they can see themselves doing in the future.
I'm doing a psychiatric branch for a hospital that I worked with as a physical therapist. I'm not a physical therapist, but I worked with Methodist Hospital for my surgery in my hand, and I went to their physical therapy program, and I loved it. I love the people there and their health system that they have, and it's just about physical therapy and surgeries, and I would like them to start a psychiatric branch to their hospital. So I would design a company, or like design the building, and then organize it of who could work there and like how they would help people psychiatrically instead of just physically.
Students give an insight on how the project will benefit them in the near future.
I think that one of the ways that students are going to benefit from this is they're learning how to write a resume and a cover letter, and the cover letter they're writing to actual people that they have to research. So like if they're designing a football glove, then they're going to contact the CEO of Nike, and they have to do research, and they have to be very upfront with what it is that they're trying to do. And so that's actually like a lifelong skill. They're going to have to write cover letters and resumes no matter what job that they apply for.
It will benefit in a way that if I wanted to do something as a career and then I start learning about it right now and I don't end up liking it, I won't waste a lot of money in college for a degree on it.
This has been Yasel Mateo and Caitlin Lucas reporting for MHS1.
Here's Samantha Richards with him on the story.
Can you believe this is our last sign off?
I know, I sure am gonna miss this. Nick, get in here one more time.
Thank you, Wilson.
Well, that's all we have for you this year.
Follow us on Twitter at Mainstream News.
Have a great summer, and remember,
If it's news,
And it's at McKinney High School.
it's
MHS1.
Did we get it?
I think so.
All right.